To start off with, I'm going to teach you Tai Chi. Not Tai Chi, to start off with, I'm going to teach you holographic breathing. So you can do the movements. So it's going to take about 12-15 minutes to actually learn to go through the meditations to learn holographic breathing. But there's a particular motion of the mouth in holographic breathing. The lips are closed and relaxed all of the time. The tongue is relaxed and on the roof of the mouth. And on the in-breath, there's a very gentle opening of the jaw. And on the out-breath, there's a very gentle closing of the jaw. And that whole time, as the jaw is opening and closing with the breath, the lips stay closed and the tongue stays on the roof of the mouth. And I'm going to teach it slightly differently. I normally give a bit of a talk and then we go into the exercises to learn holographic breathing, because it's almost impossible just to do that straight away. I have to take people through a certain procedure, and then it just starts and it becomes natural. To start off with, well, especially the people who don't know holographic breathing, we're just going to get the tongue and the lips correct and then breathe in that way through my whole kind of introduction, so you become used to having the tongue on the roof of the mouth, having the lips closed and breathing through the nose. And then when we come to the exercises to start holographic breathing, it will be much easier. So the lips are relaxed and closed. The tongue, it's the upper surface of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, and it's as much as feels comfortable. So it's good to have the tip of the tongue close to or touching the front teeth, but if the tongue is a bit tense or a bit shorter, it's okay to have it a bit further back, but it's the flat of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. So allowing your tongue to relax up onto the roof of the mouth, have your lips relaxed and closed, and just find a really relaxed way of having your tongue on the roof of the mouth that feels comfortable. So you will be breathing through the nose all of the time. The tongue will be on the roof of the mouth all of the time, and the lips will be closed all of the time. And then when we go into it, we'll introduce the movement of the jaw, which is the jaws opening on the in-breath, the jaw closing on the out-breath. And quite often when we come to that bit, people think, oh, Martin must have been telling us wrong, because actually to open the jaw, you have to open the lips, you have to take the tongue off the roof of the mouth, which isn't actually true. With your lips closed and your tongue on the roof of the mouth, now just start doing some tiny little up-down motion of the jaw, a bit like chewing. Notice you can move the jaw up and down as if you're chewing. The lips can stay closed and the tongue on the roof of the mouth. So for everybody through this whole little talk, just having your lips relaxed and closed, having your tongue on the roof of your mouth. So we will go through some exercises to start the jaw movement. When we come into the meditation, we'll connect to the earth and the higher energies first, and then we'll go through some exercises. And at a certain point, holographic breathing just starts. The movement of the jaw just becomes automatic. Now, I'm going to just demonstrate it first so you can see it's a very subtle motion of the jaw. It's hardly moving at all. and the lips stay closed all of the time. So I'm just going to do a few breaths so you can see that. And very quickly takes you into quite a deep and meditative space. So through the going into it, I think we'll just do that. So having the lips closed, the tongue on the roof of the mouth, being aware of the breath through your nose, and just become used to having your tongue on the roof of the mouth so it feels relaxed in that position. Okay, make yourselves comfortable. So we're going to go into learning holographic breathing now. The lips are relaxed and closed. The tongue is relaxed on the roof of the mouth. The breath is through the nose. And to start off with, we're going to say hello to the earth and higher self. So sending a smile, sending some energy to the earth, and allow the earth to say hello back. Allow yourself to receive from the earth. Notice what that feels like through your body and through your energies. And then sending a smile, sending some energy to the higher self and the beneficial energies, and allowing them to say hello back, allowing yourself to receive from the higher self and the beneficial energies. I'm just going to sit down. And asking the higher self, the beneficial energies and the earth to be with you through the whole webinar as your guide, as your resource. So with having the lips closed, relax the tongue flat on the roof of the mouth and comfortable. However much of the tongue is on the roof of the mouth doesn't matter as long as it's comfortable. And now just making little up-down movements with your jaw, a bit like chewing. And notice that you can make little relaxed movements with your jaw, and your tongue can stay on the roof of the mouth, your lips can stay closed. And if your tongue comes off the roof of the mouth, that is fine. Just wait a little bit and put it back. There's no stress. You don't have to get it exactly right the first go, but the lips are relaxed and closed. The tongue is on the roof of the mouth. Now slowing down those movements of the jaw, and then on the next one, as the jaw slowly opens, allow the breath to come in through your nose. As the jaw closes, allow the breath to leave through your nose. So on the in-breath, so as you open the jaw, the breath will come in through your nose. As you close the jaw, the breath will come out through your nose, and the tongue stays on the roof of the mouth, the lips stay closed the whole time. Relax the back of your neck, relax the back of your head. Soft, small motion of the jaw. The jaw gently opens, the breath coming in through the nose. As the jaw gently closes, the breath is leaving through the nose. And now we're going to change the gestalt. We're going to bring the attention to the breath. So as you breathe in through the nose, the jaw relaxes open. As you breathe out through the nose, the jaw relaxes closed. Breathing in, the jaw relaxes open. Breathing out, the jaw relaxes closed. The tongue stays relaxed on the roof of the mouth. The lips stay relaxed and closed. And when you bring the attention to the breath, everything should soften. Breathing in, the jaw relaxes open. Breathing out, the jaw relaxes closed. As the teeth come together on the out breath, there's no force. They just gently hover together. Or they stay slightly apart. So the teeth separating on the in-breath, the teeth coming back together on the out-breath. And as they come together, they just gently float together, or they don't quite touch at all. Notice how you may start feeling a soft energy and breath moving through your whole body. As the chest opens, the jaw gently opens with it. As the chest closes, the jaw gently closes with it. They synchronize together. They start moving together as one. As the abdomen opens, the jaw is gently opening. As the abdomen closes, the jaw is gently closing. They become one movement. The jaw becomes part of the breath. As the whole torso is opening, the jaw follows along. As the torso is closing, the jaw follows along. The lips stay relaxed and closed all of the time. And the tongue stays on the roof of the mouth all of the time. If it comes off, that's okay. Just wait for a bit and then gently put it back on the roof of the mouth. To make it easier, you have your attention on the breath and have soft, light, small motions of the jaw. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing. And notice how, in a very subtle way, your whole face has started to breathe, your whole cranium, your brain, your neck, your throat has started to breathe. This movement of the jaw and dynamic activates a breath through the whole body, including the brain, including the cranium, including the arms and legs. Notice a very subtle breath through the arms, the legs, the hands and feet. Breathing in, they are opening. Breathing out, they are closing. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing. Notice it may feel like every cell is opening on the in-breath and every cell is closing on the out-breath, and feeling your connection with the earth and feeling your connection with the higher self. Let everything relax. Let everything breathe. Relax the back of your neck. Relax the back of your head. You start connecting to the breath in the earth. You start connecting to the breath in the heavens. You may feel a subtle energy flowing through your whole body and a subtle breath flowing through your whole body. Gently breathe. Relax and breathe. Okay, in about a minute, we're going to come back, gently breathing with the holographic breathing. Feel it gently in your hands, in your feet, in your arms, and in your legs. Everything breathing. And gently allowing yourselves to come back. And when you feel ready, allowing your eyes to open. All right, so we're just going to, now you need to be able to stand up. We're doing slow motions and you're going to have to stand up now. And we're just going to do a bit of shaking. I'll probably leave my headphones on, but I'm going to stand back a bit. You need to have a little bit of space around you. And just start shaking. I'm going to take my headphones off. If you can't hear me or there's something wrong, just wave at me or Andrew, stick your hand thing up, but just shaking the body. I actually just standing upright and start doing the holographic breathing first. So having the eyes closed, the lips closed, the tongue on the roof of the mouth. On the in-breath, the jaw gently opens. On the out-breath, the jaw gently closes. So dropping back into the holographic breathing. And when that is working, just start doing some gentle bouncing and shaking through your body. Let your arms shake, let your legs shake, and keep the holographic breathing going. So the lips stay closed, tongue stays on the roof of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, the jaw opens very gently on the in-breath, closes very gently on the out-breath, and just shaking gently through your whole body, letting the energies, the movement of holographic breathing gently work through your whole body. Lightly shaking, let the spine shake, let the pelvis shake, the arms, the legs, the neck, the head, letting everything just a very easy, gentle shake, and breathing softly with the holographic breathing, becoming used to being able to do holographic breathing and moving. Gently shaking, doing the whole, and notice you might feel as you're gently shaking that the energy starts releasing in your spine. And your pelvis can start releasing. You can get the breath to really nicely move through your whole body. Let the breath move through every part of you, and let the shaking ease that breath through your arms and legs, through your hands and feet, through your pelvis, through your chest, through your neck, through your face and head. Let the breath start moving everywhere, so very light shaking. Letting the breath move through the whole body. Let everything go, let your spine go. Let it shake. Just shaking at a speed where you can let the holographic breathing unfold through you. And if you're feeling a weight in your chest, just softer with the jaw. Or feel the jaw is dropping, but let it expand sideways as well. Okay, and very gently allowing yourselves to come back. Now I'm going to just move this down a little bit lower so you can hopefully see my pelvis. What have we got there? Whoops. That's okay. Let's move that. Oops. That's going to be in the way. Okay. All right. No, that's fine. Right. So, oh, there we go. It is in. So in this, wave if you can hear me. Brilliant. All right. So we're first going to get the movement. You want the feet about shoulder width apart and parallel. And gently doing holographic breathing. Then, okay, I'm just waiting for everyone to be ready. Gently doing holographic breathing. And then on the in-breath, bending the knees, sinking the weight. On the out-breath, slowly rising. And notice when you're coming up almost straight, there's a point where the hips give and the sacrum gives. There's a release through the hips and pelvis just as you're coming to upright, and the pelvis kind of rocks forwards a bit. Breathing in, dropping down. Breathing out, slowly rising up. And then as you come to the top, notice your hips release and your sacrum releases. Breathing in with the holographic breathing, you're sinking. Breathing out, you're slowly rising. And as you come to the top, hips release, sacrum releases. Breathing in, you're sinking. Breathing out, you're rising, and get that release of the pelvis, of the hips. Breathing in. Breathing out. Notice how it feels like the breath and the movement of holographic breathing. Breathing in is filling the pelvis, filling the legs. breathing out as you're rising. It is the movement of holographic breathing. Breathing in, breathing out, you're rising. Let the hips release. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, you can let that relax. Have a little shake, shaking your arms, shaking your legs. So as you drop down, don't stick the butt out backwards. As you drop down in this, there's a rotation. You're not pushing the pelvis forwards, but it rotates. It's a bit like pulling, as if you've got a tail and you're pulling it between your legs. And as you drop down, the pelvis rolls under a bit, and you should feel the lower back expanding out backwards. So your lower back is taking the weight. It's releasing from the legs into your lower back. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, the pelvis just gently rocking under your lower back will take the weight. It will vector through into the lower back. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Okay, good. So we'll do that a little bit longer. Breathing in. Pelvis rocked under. Breathing out as you come up, let the hips release, let the sacrum release. You may feel as they release, you get an energy releasing up through your spine to the head. Breathing in, the knees bend, the pelvis slightly rolled under, the small of the back opens up. Breathing out, the legs slowly rising. Get a release from the sacrum as you come to the top. Which opens up through your whole body. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Okay, and just coming up, have a little shake, shaking your arms, shaking your legs. So the movement in the legs is they're bending on the in-breath and straightening on the out-breath. So the same is with the arms. As you're breathing in, the elbows are bending, the hands are slightly lifting. It's not far, small bend, and the hands will flip up a bit. Let me get, you see, with a foot, here's a picture where here's a foot. As this is coming down, it's as your knees are bending, this is happening. So it's a bit like this is happening. The same with the hands. They start off flat, and as you're sinking and breathing in, they do that. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And so the foot is saying breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, we'll put the foot there. So arms and legs together. Let me move some things out of the way. Okay. Actually, my head's gone out of the picture. Let me move this back up a bit again. All right. So breathing in, the knees bend, the elbows are moving out slightly to the hands, to the sides, and the hands are pulling up a little bit. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. As you come up, let the hips adjust, let the pelvis adjust. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Those elbows come out slightly to the sides, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in as you're sinking, breathing out as you're rising. Sinking, the body's shortening and getting wider. Breathing out, your body's lengthening and getting narrower. Breathing in, shortening and widening. Breathing out, lengthening and narrowing. Okay, and have a little shake. Good. So, any questions before we go on? You go at your own pace, because I can't quite get into the swing of it because I'm having to talk it rather than do it. So kind of want to do the holographic breathing, get into it, but then I'm kind of, well, I've got to say breathe in, breathe out. So it's not really working, but absolutely find your own pace to do it. Soft, don't overdo it. If you've got any injuries, you know, or it's hurting in any way, just sit out for a little bit, relax, and then come back to it. Don't overstrain anything. Don't overdo anything. Remember the holographic breathing. The jaw is relaxing open on the in-breath. Jaw is relaxing closed on the out-breath. The lips are closed the whole time. The tongue is on the roof of the mouth. So we're going to go through a whole sequence now. Do it at your own speed, because I can't quite get into my own rhythm, because I can't do it and speak it. So I'm speaking it, but I can't really do the holographic breathing at the same time. But I will probably stop speaking at certain points and expect you just to follow, because I quite like to do it myself as well. Okay, good. I'm going to take my headphones off now. Right, we're going to take that through the whole body now. So we're going to start, the legs are going to stay the same all the way through. The first one, the hands are about pelvis height. The second one, the elbows are slowly going to come out till we end up in this kind of position. So the elbows are slightly opening, but we start off the pelvis, then to the hara, which is just below the navel, is the second group we're doing. The third group is the solar plexus. Here it's in front of the solar plexus, the elbows out, palm. See, if you're doing it this way round, you automatically are pulling the hands back. So you're doing the in-breath with the hands automatically. If you turn your elbows out and the fingers pull back towards you, then the third one is up, or the fourth one is the chest, the fifth one is the throat, the sixth one is the face, the seventh one is the top of the head. And we'll do 3 in each place, and a different thing happens with the hands as they come down each time. So just wave if you can hear me okay. Brilliant. All right, so we're going to start, and I will go quiet because I'm missing out here. I want to do it as well. So good, we're going to start 3 with sinking and rising with the hands around the pelvis. So breathing in, breathing out. The hands relax down as you breathe out, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, the hands are coming up, the elbows are out. Breathing out, the hands relaxing and pointing down. Then up to the hara, breathing in, the elbows are a bit further out. Breathing out. Breathing in, sinking, breathing out, rising. going at your own pace, but solar plexus. Breathing in, breathing out. Up to the heart. Now your arms come out to the side like you're a frog swimming. Breathing in. Breathing out. Remember the holographic breathing. One more of those. Breathing in. Breathing out. Up to the throat. Breathing in as your legs are bending. Breathing out as they're straightening. And up to the face. Now it's different on the face. Breathing in, breathing out, extending the hands up, straightening the fingers. Then breathing in. Hands come down, the wrists are bent back again. See here in the middle. Breathing out. Breathing in, the knees are bending, the hands are coming up. Breathing out, the hands continue up and out to the sides and stretch. Breathing in, the elbows bending, the wrists are bending back. So it's like you're holding a ball in front of you. Breathing out. I'm just going to do a couple more of that one. At your own speed is okay. You can follow me, or at your own speed is fine. Now we're going to come to the top of the head. The arms come out to the sides. You're sinking. Palms up at the top of your head. Breathing out. You stretch the arms and hands. Come straight. Breathing out. Breathing in, the same as before. The elbows out. Holding the ball. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Straightening the hands. Bending the wrists. Now just standing, relaxed and breathing with the holographic breathing. And then just shaking lightly, still doing the holographic breathing, lightly shaking through your whole body. And still holographic breathing. The arms, the neck, the head, the spine. And shaking in a way that you get the breath through your whole body. Wherever you're shaking, allow your breath to go there. So we're going to do the same, but we're going to start at the top and work our way back down through the chakras. Okay, good. Remember, as you come down, the pelvis is rotating under as if you've got the tail, and then all the weight expands into the lower back and kidney area. Okay, so making yourself ready. Breathing in, sinking the weight. If it's painful in any way, just stop and rest. Breathing out. Stretch the arms, stretch the fingers. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, the elbows are bending, the wrists are bending. Breathing out. One more, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Then to the face. Breathing in. Breathing out. It's time to the throat, like a frog. To the chest and still like a frog. Remember to do the holographic breathing. To the solar plexus, straight down. To the hara, just below the navel, breathing in, breathing out. To the pelvis. Just standing and breathing. Letting the energies travel through you. Now just light shaking. Legs, arms, spine, head. Very lightly letting the breath travel through your whole body. Doing the holographic breathing, letting the breath go through the whole of you. Shaking everything out. Everything shaking, everything breathing. Breathing with the holographic breathing. And letting that slowly stop, just gently breathing. The lips stay closed, the tongue stays on the roof of the mouth. On the in-breath, the jaw gently opens. On the out-breath, it gently closes. Okay. All right, we're going to go on then. So I think this is one of the first, this was the first, other than teaching the holographic breathing, what we're going to do now, working with the in-breath and the out-breath and the spaces between the breaths, was the first thing I started teaching. And for me, what happens, something gets activated when we pause between the in-breath and the out-breath. And when we pause in the out-breath, for myself, all the energy or my awareness moves down into the pelvis. In the pause in the out-breath, for me, may be different for you, but for me, the energy drops into the pelvis as a dark, deep, quite female energy as it drops into the pelvis. And if you keep doing that with every breath, just waiting for a couple of seconds in the out breath, that energy, basically the sexual energies, start releasing from the pelvis, rising up through the body, rising through the brain and up into the higher self. That space activates the sexual energies to rise and release through the brain. You may feel a pulsing in the brain. You may also feel the crown chakra opening and the energies going home. In the space between the in-breath, at the end of the in-breath, if we wait at the end of the in-breath, for me, that brings the energies into my brain, into my cranium, to the higher body, and then it stays there for a bit, and then that releases down through the body. So for me, the space on the in-breath connects me to the higher energies, which then start earthing down through the spine and through the whole body. The space at the end of the out-breath connects me to my pelvis, and then that starts releasing up through the body. Now we're just going to start doing it with the out-breath. You don't have to wait for a long time, because each time you wait, it will take it a little bit deeper. It will take it a little bit further. So you don't have to kill yourself and hold your breath until you go blue, just a little bit each time, and that will just keep growing and growing. If we just stay with the space in the out breath rather than doing it in the in breath, each time you wait, it will take it a little bit deeper. If you don't feel anything, that is fine. If you feel it in a different way to I describe it, that is fine. Whatever you feel is fine, but don't force it. Don't try and take a longer space than feels good. A couple of seconds is fine. Longer is okay. You don't have to move up and down at the same speed I'm doing, because I'm not really getting into my groove, because I'm having to speak it at the same time. You can't speak and do holographic breathing because your tongue and your lips are opening and closing. Makes it really difficult. So all right, so we're going to do that. Make yourselves ready. You need to be standing up. So on the in-breath, we're sinking. On the out-breath, we're rising. Then we wait a couple of seconds. Then breathing in, we sink. Breathing out, we rise, and we wait for a couple of seconds. Don't force it. If you want to stay longer and it's not forcing it, that's okay. If you feel you're getting a bit breathless, it's fine to take an extra breath, but no stress is involved in this. No gung-ho, Rambo, I'm going to breathe out and hold it for 10 minutes. Just very gently, very easy, with each breath, it slowly expands. Okay, so the feet about shoulder width apart, and you're bending the knees, the elbows are coming out to side, the wrists are dropping back, the fingers are flicking up a little bit, so the hands are doing that, and then sinking and breathing in. So breathing in, breathing out, you come up, the hips release and wait for a couple of seconds. Breathing in, breathing out, and wait. Breathing in. I'm going to go quiet and you can just follow me. As you come up, the pelvis releases, that energy starts rising up through your body and through your head. Breathing in. And wait. Each time you're breathing out, you relax, you let the pelvis release, you let that energy rise up and feed your brain. Every time your pelvis releases, every time that energy releases up through your whole body, through your head, you can let it out and up into the higher self. You may feel it through your whole pelvic floor, your sacrum, your genitalia, all releasing. And that energy rises up through the head and through the top of the head into the beyond. Might start getting a really nice energy growing through your spine. All of that energy starts releasing through your head, connects to the spiritual energies. So you may start feeling a whole spiritual energy around you. Not waiting too long, just comfortable. And just relaxing there, gently breathing with the holographic breathing, letting the energies move through your whole body. And shaking. And as you're shaking, let the breath move through all of you. Good. Okay, good. Would anybody like to share anything before we move on? Do it slower, do it at your own rate. It may not work in the same way for you as it does for me. You got to remember, I had 25 years of Tai Chi and Qigong, so these movements are second nature to me, and I know how to hold my body. So I don't have to think, oh, you're doing holographic breathing, I'm moving my body this way. It just happens together, and I get that result. Now you're used to holographic breathing, but you're not so used to the movements yet. So maybe over a period of time, it will work in how I'm saying it. And maybe it won't. Maybe it will just, you know, as long as it feels all right, as long as it's calming, that's all that really matters, you know. I may just be off on some weird and wonderful trip of my own, and it just feels good for me, and that's the effect it has on me, and it doesn't have to have that effect on you. To move at your own pace, and smaller movements, bigger movements, longer spaces, smaller spaces, whatever feels good for you. There will be a recording of this, so you can use that to practice. So what I'm thinking, I'll probably make a little video with it and put it on YouTube, and then you've got something to practice to. And again, just using it as a rough guide to find your own pace and do it. So let's carry on. So we're going to do the stopping in the in-breath. Now this may feel a little bit harder because the in-breath, the muscles are contracting to cause you to breathe in, and we're sinking, so the muscles of the legs and arms. For me, this brings me up into my head, the higher energies, and I feel them releasing down through the body. But you may feel anything, and that is fine. Okay. Whoops, daisy. I'm now going to take my headphones off. All right, so hands relaxed at your sides. Breathe in, the knees bend, the elbows bend, the wrists bend back. Breathing out, bigger or smaller or slower movement as you wish. Breathing in, breathing out. And then on the next breathing in, just hold it a couple of seconds. Breathing out. It might not be as easy as the out breath. But you may feel a pulsing in your arms and legs and in your head. It's waiting a few seconds, rising up in the out breath. So for me, this brings me into my arms, my legs, and around my cranium and brain. And then after a while, I feel that releasing down through my body. Breathing in, wait for a couple of seconds. Breathing out. Waiting a couple of seconds on the in-breath, breathing out. Breathing in, waiting, breathing out. Make sure the neck stays straight. Don't let the neck give. Whatever you feel, however you do it, is fine. And coming up and just waiting, relaxing, breathing. And then shaking. Okay, good. Anybody like to share anything or any questions? But I wouldn't worry too much. I just keep the neck straight. And if anything, you just imagine the chin coming down. If you have your head, cut your jaw slightly forwards, notice that gives in the neck, that breaks the energy in the neck. But if you let the chin roll down, notice how that straightens the neck, so it's no longer giving. So you don't want to move that back and forth with the breath. You just keep that relaxed down, keep the neck open the whole time. It's easy in the in-breath to let the chin come forwards and the neck curve and block the energy. But you keep this relaxed down, that'll keep the neck open. It's very easy as you sink the weight to do that. But you sink the weight, that stays in, and that keeps the energies through the neck working. Okay, we're now going to try it waiting on the in-breath and waiting on the out-breath. And for me, what happens with this, even if you make the breath, the stopping much shorter, say you normally be stopping 4 seconds in the space, even if you drop the spaces down so it's just 2 seconds in each, so the whole breath is about the same length. As soon as we start stopping on the in-breath and the out-breath, I get this feeling like, I've got to get more breath in, I'm not getting enough breath, I'm going to die. This whole fear of dying comes up, and the whole gestalt of the breath, because it's not as if you're not doing it to get air anymore, as if you're doing it to be in this thing. And for me, it starts feeling as if I'm underwater. And you just stay. Now, maybe other people won't get that. Maybe it's just a quirk with me. But I get that. If you get that, just be with it. And normally you go through that fear of not having enough oxygen, that you've got to get more oxygen into your body. And there may be this feeling of being underwater. And then there becomes this feeling as if you can wait in the spaces for almost forever. And you're still getting enough oxygen. Pretty well everyone is over breathing. Most people have their attention on the in-breath. They're getting too much oxygen in their body. When that happens, when you get more oxygen in the blood, the capillaries shrink and the cells stop taking in oxygen. So it becomes counterproductive. You actually need the carbon dioxide in the blood to open the blood vessels and to allow the cells to receive the oxygen. So most people are breathing too much and the body's closing down. The in-breath has got a more, for me, Mars type quality to it, more male quality. The out-breath has a more female quality. It's good to be able to become in contact with that female quality of the out-breath and of the venous blood supply. It's even called venous blood. It's the female, slower, softer blood. You need that blood, you need that carbon dioxide. And for me, when we wait on both, it starts balancing the oxygen and carbon dioxide. For me, it goes through that fear of death stage, and after a while it just feels like you can just take a breath that's like 10 minutes long or something. You can't, but it feels like you can. For me, again, so you may experience anything in this. Any questions before we do that? No. Okay, off we go. Take my headphones off. Okay. Breathing in. We'll just do a couple of breathing and then we'll start doing the holds or the spaces. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in and hold for a couple of seconds. Breathing out and hold for a couple of seconds. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in and wait. Breathing out and wait. Breathing in and waiting on the down. Breathing out, rising and waiting. And then staying in the upright. Let the energy move through you. And shake. Okay. So we're going to do one more exercise. And we're just going to stretch out a bit. And now on the in-breath, the wrists are coming back and the feet are doing this. Now, when we're lying down doing this, we also straighten out the feet. So they're breathing in, its foot is raising, breathing out, it's coming down flat. So on this one, we're going to give the out breath an extra stretch. So as we, sorry, I've got chairs all over the place. As we sink, it's the same, but as we rise, we come up, we're going to come up on the balls of our feet, the hands and fingers extend, you're coming up. You don't come up on your toes, but, you know, you come up like that. So onto the balls of the feet, breathing in, breathing out. We're going to stretch through the whole body, and we'll do it in the down position, and then we'll do couple into the up position. So you've got your toes stretched, your fingers stretched. We'll get a good stretch on the out breath. Okay. How are we feeling? Wave your hands if you're enjoying yourselves. Okay, good people. Marvelous. Right. These can come off. Okay. Breathing in, the wrist, elbows coming out, the wrist pulling back. You can feel it loading into the ankles, the pelvis tucking under. Breathing out, you're just as normal couple. So the hands relaxing down, you're coming up into the hips. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in And then on this one, breathing out, coming right up onto the balls of the feet. Get a nice stretch, lengthening the body through the out breath. Breathing in. Shortening and widening. Breathing out, lengthening and narrowing. Breathing in, shortening and widening. You can do this at your own speed. Breathing out, lengthening and narrowing. Right up on the balls of your feet. Breathing in. With the holographic breathing, breathing out with the holographic breathing. Next one, breathing in and come up. Sorry, breathing in and the hands come up over the head. Breathing out, stretching right up through the fingers and the toes. Breathing out, the wrists pull back, holding the ball. Breathing out, coming up on the balls of the feet, stretching the fingers down, the neck straightens, the head straightens. Breathing out. Sorry, breathing in. Breathing out, lengthening again, lengthening the hands, the fingers. Breathing in, the hands come up above the head. Breathing out, stretch through the feet, through the fingers. Breathing in. Breathing out and stretch. Breathing in above the head. Breathing out and stretch. Breathing in. Elbows out, holding the ball. Breathing out, stretching the hands, the fingers, the feet, the neck, the head, long and narrow. Wide and short on the in-breath. Sorry, oh yeah, up. I missed one, never mind. Breathing out. Breathing in, the hands come above the head. Breathing out. Stretching all the way through. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Nice stretch. Breathing in. Breathing out. And shaking. Breathing. And then just standing, the eyes closed. And saying thank you to the earth, sending a thank you to the earth. Sending a thank you to the higher self and the beneficial energies. Letting the energies go off for love and healing to the earth. For love and healing to the higher self and beneficial energies. letting the energies go out for love and healing to all sentient beings. And you are a sentient being, allowing yourself to be loved and healed by the energies. And when you feel ready, gently allowing yourselves to come back. Okay, so I'll probably run another one of these in a month, sometime like that. See, wave your hands if you'd like to do another one of these. Okay, now you're talking. Okay, I'll make a video of this so you'll have something to practice with if you want to practice it. It takes a little while to get used to the movements. But once you got used to holographic breathing, got used to the movements, it should all be much easier. Please, if you enjoy it, please share that video with friends so they may also try it. It's been an absolute honor to work with all of you. It's been really, really wonderful. In my first Qigong class for 20 years. That's quite something. I will advance these and incorporate more movements, and we'll start including the different inner energies with the Qigongs, different movements and different things to incorporate all the different energies. I have loads of videos on my website teaching holographic breathing, some teaching the different energies, but the true internal work are the ones we run every Sunday. You know, feel free to come to those. Go to my webinar page on my website and they are there, and we have something every Sunday.